believe this machine was built by a good man, a blacksmith in the Old West. I hope I can one day thank him.
Here, there, seems like everywhere, nasty things are happening, and now everyone is scared. Old Jeb Brown, the blacksmith, he saw his mother die. A critter took a bite from her, and now she's in the sky. The angels came down to old Jeb and told him what to do. Build yourself a great machine, its punch will see you through. When you pack a bunch, the whole damn bunch will not last very long. And while you put yourself to work, sing a country western song.
Now, Jeb didn't know much about engineering, so he just put his trust in the angels and set to work. After many days and many nights, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a little help from the angels, of course, he was ready to show his machine to the whole damn town.
Friends, neighbors, ladies, gentlemen, if you're feeling underpowered, I'll help you make amends. Stick your weapon in the slot and let it change your luck. Few things in life are guaranteed, but I promise this won't suck.
Hi everybody, Rattlesnake27 back here with another zombie video. Just a few days ago, the full unreleased Pack-a-Punch song came out on the internet. A classic Call of Duty fan and eventual employee of Treyarch posted the song on his channel. The original video on his channel is linked in the description below. I encourage you to listen to the whole song and show some support. Now to cut to the chase, the song was created back in 2008. It wasn't intended to fit our current narrative, but it sure does now. It is very possible that Jason Blundell and Treyarch see the current excitement as an opportunity to start a conversation for their new game in November. I would not put it past them to leak an old Pack-a-Punch song to get people going for what there is to come from their new game. Many people have talked about the angels and who they could be inside this song, but it seems fairly obvious it must be the Keepers or maybe the Apothicons. The Keepers make sense because we know they appear to characters like angels in the past. Specifically in Ditlevsen, we see the Keeper visit Samantha in her bed that could be described like an angel appearing to her at night. Conversely, the Apothicons could make sense because we see how the Shadow Man manipulated a reporter, appearing to the reporter as Mr. Rap to get him to fetch the summoning key and do his sinister biddings. A quick side note, is it me or does Mr. Rap stand for Mr. Rapture? Because the Shadow Man brings the end of the world to Morgue City, and the Shadow Man's kind of completely full of himself. I don't think it's said anywhere, but I always got that impression. Regardless, it doesn't seem to make sense that the Apothicons would arm humans unless they wanted them to get something for them. They did hide the MPD on Moon away from the Keepers, so that is one argument for. But who knows what to make of it? It seems way more likely that it's the Keepers. The word critter appears in the song as well. It describes how Jeb's mother dies from a bite from a critter. That would make sense to be a zombie if we connect the dots there. Some zombie outbreak happens in the Old West. The Keepers come down to Jeb like angels and instruct him how to make the Pack-a-Punch machine in order to save anyone. The Keepers see themselves as wards of the universe, protecting all at their discretion, as described in the timeline. It would all make sense. We can even try to shoehorn the town in Buried being the original town that created Pack-a-Punch. It would give more significance to the town and the map, just like how Ditlevsen gave Arthur, or the big guy, a backstory. All those points are very interesting and straightforward ideas, but if you would indulge an old zombie player on some fun brainstorming, I want to play with an idea a bit. I must state, it is clear what I have described previously in this video is basically how Treyarch would explain this in the current canon. There is no doubt to me that this fits in perfectly given the timeline and quote from Christoffer the Giant and will be what we accept as fact. With that understood, let's travel back to 2009 through 2011 on our zombie story. Before Jason Blundell and the fantasy approach to zombies was introduced, before magic and Dr. Monty were explanations for everything, we entered Derice as an overrun zombie facility that spelt certain death for our characters as we see them in the music video. They barely make it to Kino der Toten thanks to an overloaded teleporter. Our characters then go on Richtofen's grand scheme where he plans to please the voices inside his head that he got from the MPD. Wonderful, beautiful places like Shangri-La are now corrupted, evil, and zombie-infested areas destroyed by the corruption of the MPD, the voices in Richtofen. That same evil is what made Richtofen lose his mind when he touched the MPD on Moon. These alien technologies corrupt people who interact with them. A sweet young girl is turned into a monstrous, kill-hungry god, thanks to becoming one with their device. When I listen to the song, I like to see it as the sick and twisted song it could have been. Inside the original games, I love how Treyarch could take something innocent and charming and twist it into something sinister. The monkey bomb is an obvious example, but even mankind's best friend was turned from a loving companion to a hound from hell. The cute jingles that come from our machines are in support of chemically engineered drinks created for the sole purpose of enhancing soldiers to bring death to their enemies. Inside this Pack-a-Punch song, I hear the same themes. I hear the same innocence covering up something more sinister. Regardless of who you are, losing your mother right in front of your own eyes is a traumatic experience. Jeb has this occur and then sees angels come down to him, and then they instruct him to make a killing machine. The song explains how he blindly trusts the angels even though he has no background or knowledge to build these things in engineering. These angels we could look at as possibly voices in his head and hallucinations that aren't really there. We might even be able to say that Jeb is schizophrenic, like Richtofen appeared to be all the way up into and through Moon. I feel like the song hits me in the old dark mystery of the old maps, the heinous experiments that took place in the name of progress, science, and war. What sells this idea to me is how the second voice comes into the song echoing the words of the song. It almost sounds like a voice in your head telling you what you want to hear in the song. The voice gets more audible as you hear lines, promising you that it won't suck and telling you that the machine will help you make amends.
And while you put yourself to work, sing a country western song. I'll help you make amends. Sleep for guaranteed, but I promise this won't suck.
The temptations of power is the theme we see throughout the entire zombie series. I just love the little open-ended questions in our game that hint towards something way darker. For example, Speed Cola talks about speeding up your life in exchange for moving faster. That seems odd, doesn't it? Is it that the side effect of drinking the perk speeds up your life, or is it simply just the fun jingle? These small, no-consequence questions are fun to play with. Not like the larger story questions, though. Black Ops 2 and 3 ending. Anyway, thanks for listening to my crazy ramblings about the old days and a time before fantasy when we could think of maybe these people had mental diseases or were sick or completely driven by power to do awful and evil things. Not so much today's storyline, it's way more lighthearted than that. Obviously, these are just neat jingles in-game to give more life to the maps. I just like having fun with these ideas every now and then. It is all but guaranteed that Jeb will be shoehorned into the zombie storyline because it fits way too perfectly. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and make sure to subscribe for all your COD zombie coverage and other gaming videos as well. If you are interested in more factual zombie storyline ideas, check out my latest videos talking about the real meaning of the Revelations ending and how it transitions into Black Ops 4 perfectly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!